Well, this next story is every parent's worst nightmare. A courageous 13-year-old girl from Florida escaped a kidnapping attempt yesterday afternoon, bravely fighting off her attacker on her way home from school. Take a look at the video. You can see it here. We see the suspect suddenly charging toward that young girl and grabbing her from behind.
It is horrifying. And according to the little girl, she said she stepped off the school bus, and that's when she heard that man approaching her from behind. Before she could react, he grabbed her. But as you saw behind the tree there, she was able to fight him off. She screamed for help. The man ran, thankfully. And also, thankfully, that little girl was able to run straight home to her mother. And we are grateful and happy to report this morning that she is safe and she is doing okay. That's the most important thing.
Terrifying nonetheless. I mean, just watching that, it kind of makes your heart drop. And joining us now to show us how we can all stay safe if we were to ever encounter a horrific situation like that, and maybe this is something we can even teach our children as well. Co-owner of Texas Black Belt Academy, Celeena Bedore. We appreciate you being here with us this morning. This is such an important topic to kind of discuss before you need the skills, right?
It really is.
So first off, what are your thoughts on this incredible teenage girl's reaction?
I think she did an incredible job. She did exactly what she was supposed to do. She got low, she fought, she screamed, she kicked. She was actually a perfect, horrible victim is what we want. We want you to be non-compliant to attackers. So I think what she did was very brave and great.
As we were telling the story, and to highlight what you just said, as we were telling the story, I noticed that she said when she stepped off the bus, she noticed he was approaching her from behind. Situational awareness is the first and most critical key to making sure you're staying safe, not being on your phone, not being distracted, being aware of your situation. Do you have, and I understand you do have, a power move that we should all know that you can show us, that we can all use to keep ourselves safe?
I do, and it actually piggybacks off what she did, so it's actually perfect. In case this had gone further and he kept dragging her, this would have been a perfect escape for her as well.
Okay. Well, we're going to step out of the way.
Do a demonstration for us?
We're going to
call in our volunteer.
Self-discipline, practical self-defense, physical fitness. Texas Black Belt Academy teaches life skills to succeed through karate, jiu-jitsu, and kickboxing. From 4 years old to 99 years old, our martial arts program will launch you into a better and stronger you. Get more information, find your location, and try a free VIP class on us. Just go to www.txblackbeltacademy.com or call 844-888-KICK and get started today.
I think is my
we're not going to volunteer for the power moves today.
It's okay. Thank you, sir. So this is called the shackle, okay? And it's exactly what I'm going to be doing is shackling so that he cannot take me from point A to point B. Okay? Anytime attacker they want to take you from point A into point B, and my job is to stay at point A, and that's what I'm going to do by shackling his legs. So again, he comes up and he's grabbing my wrist and he wants to take me away, right?
Okay, yes.
What she did, she got low, she sat down, she was kicking. He kept pulling, so what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna go wrap myself around his legs. And then
now he can't move.
He can't move. If he steps back, he's gonna fall backwards. This allows me to get away.
To get away and run.
Yes. Because he's going to hit his head on the pavement.
Right.
He's not going to know what to do.
So it buys you some time at least.
Yeah, and what I heard you say too is your goal is to make sure they don't take you anywhere. So you want to make sure that you, some way, stay where you are and get away.
Yes, screaming, yelling, causing a scene, anything you can do like that to,
Yes, and that was one thing she did do was she did yell. Is there something specific we should be yelling, a specific word or just any noise, or what do you recommend?
So, as moms, we hear stop and help all the time, right? If we have siblings, so to hear stop or whatever, we kind of get numb to that. We like to yell fire.
That's what I've heard, yell fire.
Fire, and even it's a little controversial and uncomfortable, but don't touch me there. Things like that that's going to make people like, what is going on, and draw attention to that.
Something out of the ordinary to get people's attention.
But in this case, she didn't have people around, so what she did was perfect. She just screamed and yelled, and at the happenstance that somebody came, he just ran off because she was causing so much commotion.
And that's kind of the key, I think, is just causing that commotion.
And you give classes around this. It's so interesting because the young ladies, I have middle school and high school girls in my leadership development program, and we put them through, our girls in California actually went through self-defense training, and to hear them after talk about the confidence that they felt, even their moms. Going through something like this is so important because it gives you confidence that you don't have to be a victim.
Yes.
And that's an important message I think
So
all
important.
young people, all of us adults need to know as well. If someone tells you to go and they scare you, don't go.
No.
That's
and you
right.
have the power to save yourself, because even if you call 911, it's going to take at least 2 minutes, sometimes longer, for them to get there. So those critical moments could be the difference between life and death.
I agree 100%.
And one important factor I did want to point out, just to circle back to it, is the fact that she did have that situational awareness.
did.
Because
She did.
we all know, I have teenagers of my own, and how often do they walk with the headphones in their ears? And if that's the case, you really are not able to be situationally aware. And so I think that's something that we can talk with our kids about, like, hey, when you're walking in public, this is actually really important. And here's a situation I can show you of what could happen and why I tell you these
Get
things.
rid of the distraction.
Yes.
Well,
yes.
there are self-defense businesses and lessons that are available in every community, but if people are in the Dallas area, where can they find you?
TXBBA.com or TexasBlackBeltAcademy.com. TX as in TX, not Texas spelled out. But
Okay.
TXBBA.com. I have 10 locations in the DFW area, all with self-defense classes for everyone, ages
Wonderful.
4 and up.
Well, thank you for empowering us.
Yes, thank you, Celeena, for joining us this morning and giving us that helpful tip there.
Are you a martial artist who has mastered the martial arts but could use some help in sales and marketing? TXPBA can help you.
If you're an old school martial artist like myself and you love to continue through the martial arts and grow a business in the martial arts, we look forward to working with you.
The marketing strategies that I learned before I got started really helped my business.
But it's also improved my quality of life, and others, not just in my family, but my friends, have seen what martial arts has done for me.
We're really looking forward for you learning more about our proven business systems and marketing strategies.
Thank you for your interest in the TXBBA franchise family.